Welcome back, everyone. So this is a continuation again on our connection establishment in the transport layer services. So we had looked at the problem of delayed duplicates, and we also looked at possible solutions to it, and we looked at the solution of using sequence numbers. So we are saying that now the transport layer, what it does is that the source who is initiating the connection will label the segments with sequence number. So the source labels the segments with sequence number, and these sequence number will not be reused within t seconds. So this t is fixed. It is fixed how? The period t and the rate of packets per second determines the size of the sequence numbers. Okay, so let's say our sequence number, or we have seen in the previous video how the value of t is determined from the rate of packets, if say t is 10 seconds, if t is 10 seconds, okay, I can get, and my rate of packets per second is say 4, then total number of sequence numbers I can send total number of sequence numbers will be 40. Okay, 10 into 4. Similarly, if I say that my sequence number field will have 3 bits. 3 bits means 0 to 7. Okay, and my rate of packets per second is 2. Then I can get t can be some multiple of 8 by 2, which is 4 seconds. T can be 4 seconds. That means, what this means is that my sequence numbers can be 0 to 7, cannot be repeated within 4 seconds. So if I have, say I have something like this. So what I'll do is I have a clock. So the sender will have a clock, which simply it's a binary counter which will keep on incrementing after every after some time period. Okay, so it is equipped with, every transport entity is equipped with a clock, which is a binary counter that increments itself at regular intervals. So the clocks of these sender and the receiver need not be synchronized here. Okay, it's not the time. So this the number of bits of the sequence number, what we had looked, the number of bits of the sequence number, this one, and the number of bits in the counter must either be same, or this must be greater or equal to the number of bits in the sequence number. Okay, so this clock is continuously running. It was continuously running. Okay, and it is incrementing this particular binary counter. So the clock is running. So let's say when the clock is 1, then I can send sequence numbers 0 and 1. Okay. Then when the clock is 2, I can send, because remember at every clock tick I can send 2 from here. I can send, okay, I can send, my rate is 2 here, 2 packets per second I can send. So In clock tick 1, I have sent 0 and 1. In clock tick 2, I'm sending 2 and 3. These are the sequence numbers. In clock tick 3, I'm sending 4 and 5. In 4, I'm sending 6 and 7. Now remember, my T is 4. T is 4. Here, T is 4 seconds. So, from sending sequence number 0 and 1, in the first clock tick, 4 seconds after this only I can reuse the same sequence number. That means at clock tick 5, I can reuse 0, 1. Before that, I cannot reuse 0 and 1. Similarly, at 6, I can reuse 2, 3. At 7, I can reuse 4, 5, and so on. So 2, 3, I can reuse only after 4 units of time. 4, 5, I can reuse only after this. So within time T, I cannot reuse the sequence numbers. So coming back to our solution, this is what we are going to do. So this clock, it's a binary counter, which is incremented at regular interval, and the size of the binary counter will be equal to or greater than the sequence number. So this clock is assumed to be running even if the host goes down. So when the connection is set up, okay, the first lower order k bits of the clock are used as the k bit initial sequence number. So I had used a different, in the example, I have not used the lower order bits. I have started the clock tick from 1. If I had used 0, okay, let me just go back here. So here I had used, let me use 0, 1. Okay, let me just drop this and use 0, 1. So this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. So I'm starting from 0. So the clock is, let's say clock is 4 bits. Sequence number is 3 bits. So clock is 0, 0, 0. Here initial sequence number is 0, 0, 0. So I'm using the lower order k bits. So this is k bits. This is sequence number, and this is clock. So last k bits I'm using as the initial sequence number. So next would be 0. Next clock tick would be 0, 0, 1. So my next sequence number is 0, 0, 1. Then again, next clock tick would be 0, 1, 0, 1. So my sequence number would be 0, 1, 0. It can go on like this. So when the connection is set up, the lower order k bits of the clocks are used as the k bit initial sequence number. Thus, each connection starts numbering its segments with a different initial sequence number. And because within this period T, the packets which are sent, okay, each of these, they have unique sequence numbers. So it will be easy for the receiver to distinguish, or for the sender also to distinguish between an original connection request and a delayed connection request. Okay, because the same sequence number cannot be repeated. The same sequence number will not be repeated within T period of time. So what it has to do, it has to wait for T seconds before reusing. So you have the concept of a forbidden region here. So this shows the relationship between the sequence number and time. So on this side we have time, and this side we have the sequence numbers. So this area is the forbidden region. That is, within T seconds, after you have used a particular sequence number, you have to wait for T seconds before you can reuse it. So say you cannot give any sequence number at during this time period. You cannot reuse any of the sequence numbers that are there. So what you can do, you can give a big jump. Okay, you can give a big jump, and then you can wait for the t seconds, and then you can give a big jump, and you can start the sequence numbers from there. Or you can start with a higher sequence number from here. Okay, either you can move this side, you can wait for some time and then start using sequence numbers again, or you can use a sequence number which is higher, way higher than the original sequence number. So in these ways, the problem of delayed duplicates can be solved effectively.